Breaking news! Things have heated up behind the scenes at the Steelers, and we have some news to share with you. Actually, it's a roundup of news, from players asking for new contracts to unexpected last-minute signings. Man, I confess I'm feeling butterflies in my stomach about this season. A mix of anxiety and indignation. In my opinion, Mike Tomlin should have been fired already. The Steelers need a more prepared coach if they want to make the playoffs or even the Super Bowl. If you agree that Tomlin should go, hit that like button hard. If you think he should stay, leave your opinion on the matter. In any case, write something like, "Go Steelers, I believe in better days." Now, let's get to the topic that's causing a stir on the internet. Cam Hayward and Boswell, two cornerstone players of the Pittsburgh Steelers, are both looking for contract adjustments before the season opener against the New York Jets. Let's start with Cam Hayward, because this one carries some serious emotional weight. We're not talking about just any player here. This is Cam Hayward, first-team All-Pro, heart and soul of the Steelers' defense, and a leader in the locker room. But right now, he's not practicing in team periods. Not because of injury, not because of rest, but because he's making a quiet but pointed statement. He wants a pay raise. Despite reporting to camp and starting off with the team drills, Cam has since stepped back. It's not a holdout in the traditional sense. He's still present, still doing his individual work, but he's drawing a line. The issue? Most of his earnings this year already came through a roster bonus paid out in March, and his base salary for the 2025 season is shockingly low for a player of his caliber. This is a guy coming off an elite season, and yet his cash flow heading into what could be one of his final seasons feels mismatched. The good news? There's optimism that a resolution is on the horizon. The Steelers have over $30 million in cap space to work with, so it's not a question of financial flexibility. Rumors suggest they could shift some of his 2026 roster bonus into a signing bonus this year to front-load his payout, though if they go that route, it'll likely require another restructuring next offseason to balance out the cap hit. Still, Hayward wants to finish his career in black and gold, and all signs point toward a deal eventually getting done. Let's just hope it doesn't drag all the way to early September like it did last year. Now on to Boswell, and this one might sneak under the radar for some fans, but make no mistake, it's significant. Boswell isn't just some average kicker. He's been arguably the best kicker in the NFL for quite some time. Consistent, clutch, and often overlooked, Boswell is now making his case for compensation that reflects his true value. And frankly, he's right to do so. No drama, no theatrics, Boswell's been all business. But behind the scenes, there's a push to get him paid accordingly, and with the same cap space that could support Hayward's adjustment, the front office has plenty of room to make Boswell whole too. 2 contracts, 2 leaders, 1 message. It's time to pay the men who've been showing up and delivering year after year. Now, while all this contract talk has been swirling, the Steelers also made some moves that caught a lot of people by surprise. They signed 2 veteran free agents earlier today, and both of them were already on the practice field. First up is quarterback Logan Woodside. Now, this isn't a blockbuster name, but it's a smart move. With Will Howard out for the preseason, Pittsburgh needed someone to soak up those 3rd and 4th team reps. Woodside knows Arthur Smith's system from their time together in Tennessee and Atlanta, so he comes in already understanding the terminology and expectations. Don't expect to see him running with the 1s or 2s just yet. He didn't participate in full team drills today, but there's a chance he gets some preseason action, depending on how fast he picks things up. Either way, he's here to compete with Skylar Thompson for that QB3 spot, and the reps he gets in the coming days will tell us whether he's sticking around. The second signing is a bit more interesting, offensive lineman Andrus Peat. Yes, that Andrus Peat, the former first-round pick who spent years as a starting guard for the New Orleans Saints. Most recently, he was with the Raiders, and to be honest, his performance last season wasn't much to write home about. He's not coming in as a savior, and the expectations are tempered, especially since it's been years since he was playing at a high level. But this move makes sense when you consider the current state of the offensive line. Calvin Anderson is still out. Broderick Jones has been inconsistent in camp, and though Dylan Cook has looked solid, depth is crucial. Pete offers veteran insurance, plain and simple. He's been working with the tackles in practice, so the coaching staff clearly sees him as a swing option in case of injuries or struggles at the tackle spots. He's not being asked to start, but in a long NFL season, those backup reps could end up mattering a lot more than fans might think right now. So, Steelers Nation, there you have it. 2 stars, 1 new deals. 2 veterans just walked in the door. And with preseason action heating up, the decisions made in the next few weeks could shape how this team opens the season. But what do you think? Should the Steelers open the vault for Cam Hayward and Boswell right now? And are you confident in these 2 veteran signings making a real impact? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And while the headlines today are dominated by Hayward and Boswell pushing for new deals, the reality inside training camp is that the ripple effects are already starting to show. These aren't isolated contract gripes. They're part of a much larger undercurrent around the Steelers as they navigate what could be a defining season under Mike Tomlin. Let's dig deeper into the Hayward situation, because this isn't just about money. It's about legacy. Hayward isn't looking for some outrageous, market-setting deal. He's simply asking for respect, a contract that reflects the blood, sweat, and leadership he's poured into this franchise for over a decade. And the fact that he's choosing to step away from team periods, yet still show up for everything else, that's Cam's way of sending a clear, controlled message. I want to be here, but I also want to be paid fairly. You'll remember that last year, this same situation stretched all the way into early September before the team finally adjusted his deal. And now we're seeing history repeat itself, just with more urgency. The base salary discrepancy this year is simply too large to ignore. Cam knows it, the locker room knows it, and I'm willing to bet the front office knows it too. And here's where it gets interesting. The structure of his current contract actually gives Pittsburgh the flexibility to make this right. If they shift some of that 2026 roster bonus into a signing bonus for 2025, they can front-load his compensation without harming future cap space in a significant way. But there's a catch. If they do that, it sets them up to have to restructure again next year. That's the dance they're doing right now. Respect versus risk. Legacy versus ledger. Hayward isn't holding the team hostage, but he's making it crystal clear, don't take me for granted. And speaking of value, let's not let Boswell's contract situation slip under the radar. This man has been absolute ice for the Steelers. You look at consistency in the kicking game, especially in Heinz Field or Acrisure Stadium's brutal swirling winds, and you won't find a more reliable foot in the NFL. Boswell has quietly been one of the league's best for years, and now he's seeking an adjustment that reflects that status. He's not holding out. He's not missing kicks. He's just waiting for the Steelers to do what's right. And with over $30 million in cap space still available, the excuse of financial tightness simply doesn't fly here. It's a matter of when, not if. But timing matters. Locking Boswell and Hayward in now could help stabilize the locker room and remove unnecessary distractions heading into the most critical stretch of the preseason. Now, switching gears to those two new faces in the locker room, Logan Woodside and Andrus Peat. Let's start with Woodside, who many fans might not know much about. He's not here to win a starting job, and he likely won't even crack the second string. But his role is still important. With Will Howard out for the rest of the preseason, the Steelers needed a third quarterback just to get through practices efficiently. Woodside fills that need, and with experience in Arthur Smith's offense from their shared time in Tennessee and Atlanta, he can at least come in and hit the ground running mentally. Sound off in the comments, like this video if you're still bleeding black and gold, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got breaking Steelers news dropping around the clock. Hit that bell so you never miss a headline. I'll see you next time with more exclusive updates. Stay tuned, because this offseason is far from over.